Well, this is probably a really weird angle that we are at currently, and that's okay, because I have a pretty cool thing that we're doing today, and obviously if you've looked at the title of the video, and I'm sure you have, it will clearly say that we are making some AquaScape stuff for the neon tetra tank and the angelfish tank. Obviously they're all in one tank together. So before I get into it, I gotta unbox the glue gun and stuff because we're gonna be gluing this together. So obviously we have a ton of slate that we bought off Amazon. Super, super cool. I kind of dig it, I'm not gonna lie. Slate's really cool. So my plan is to kind of pile some up, right, like that. And then this is gonna be stuck completely up vertical, like this. So we're gonna be gluing these together. And I picked these out specifically because this kind of reminds me of like a tree. And I'm like, man, if I plant some, like, well, not plant, if I kind of get some moss to kind of grow on here and make it look really bushy, I'm like, man, that will actually look rather decent. It'll look like a tree. So that's kind of what we're going for, is we're gonna do a base and then we're gonna be gluing our driftwood in place pretty much like that. So let me unpackage everything, and I'm sorry, it's really awkward. I've never actually recorded like this before in my office. So I'm gonna unbox this and we're going to get cracking and get gluing. So I'll be right back. So if the camera angle changed, I am sorry. I wanted to just go ahead and change it so you can see more of like what's in front of me. Even though my head's cut off, it's fine, like it's all good. I don't even know how you even tell when these things are even like working or like even on, like I don't even know. But we've already stuck a hole. Oh my goodness, there it comes. All right, so yeah, we're good. We're good. Heat gun is officially warmed up and ready to go. The rocks are still like pretty hot from when I baked them. So I haven't really like gone through these at all. Like I want to keep the big ones for the surrounding areas. So I'm just looking for this to kind of hang out and kind of stay like in one area and hopefully make it look decent. Now I'm gonna try and hide as much glue as I possibly can because we obviously don't want the glue showing. And I am going to just absolutely just fill this with glue. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's so much glue that's gonna be going on these. I just hope I don't mess it up because that's gonna be super, super embarrassing. Now, I really hope this actually dries the way I think it's going to dry, because if not, I'm gonna be a little bit screwed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it definitely looks like it's drying, which is great. Obviously, I can always throw sand on the glue, you know, cause so you can't see it as much. I mean, you guys know it's gonna be there, but it's definitely gluing. But who knows how well the things are gonna stick together. I think I need a small one just to lock in that back area. I need to try and load this next one up with one hand. There we go. That stand is frustrating me. Oh no, I got glue on the top of the thing. That's warm. That's really hot. Oh my, that's hot. Woo-hoo-hoo. Do not do what I just did. I just got glue absolutely everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna try and stick this one just like that. So, need some glue here. So it looks like it is drying a very white color, which is kind of nice because obviously our sand's white. So that kind of makes me feel a little bit better. I just want to make sure I don't make a complete mess because I don't even know if this is even stuck. Okay, it's sticking. It's actually sticking fairly decent. That does make me feel better. I mean, there's glue all over the bloody thing, but I'm pretty sure I can peel it off. But that is almost done. That is almost glued, which is great. So I think 100%. Oh no! I thought it was done gluing. Oh, it like really, it glued right through. Now, if this does get stuck to the cardboard underneath, I'm not too worried because obviously we can rip the cardboard off, you know, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm gonna go ahead and just move this over out the way because a lot of glue actually did settle. But I think once the glue dries, I think it's actually gonna look quite cool. So I'm gonna like just get gluing. I'm gonna glue all this together and then we'll check back pretty soon. So you know the drill. So the first one's done. I kind of put it over here. You can kind of see it. I'm actually kind of impressed. The glue actually stuck fairly decent. Obviously, if I move the whole thing, glue just like piles out the bottom, which is okay because we can just cut the glue and then it's fine. But I'm gonna get gluing with all of them. And I'm gonna use my glue, like, I mean, I've got 30 sticks of these. So I mean, I'm pretty sure I got enough, but I just don't want it to get too stuck to the cardboard. And then we've got cardboard at the bottom of the thing. But I'm gonna get gluing and I'll see you pretty soon. So there you go, folks. That is what we are finishing off with. And this looks really cool. I think this is gonna be like a centerpiece. I think this one's gonna be in the center. And then I'll maybe like scatter the other ones around. Obviously it's a 75-gallon tank, so you have to be really very wary of where we put things. So I'm gonna let these cool, let these dry, and then we will go out to the fish room and we will get these in the tank. Be back in the fish room with our star guest, good old Rexy baby. He's like, I'm out, dude, sorry, can't do cameras. So in this bucket right here, folks, we got all of the stuff that we just made, that you just previously saw. I put this one in and it broke. And obviously we have Java moss all over it, it's all glued. I'm gonna put this one in last because obviously it's broken and this broke off it. So I'm gonna set you guys up on cam and then we're gonna start putting this in. Sorry, how about? And then we're gonna start putting this in. And hopefully it goes good. I know I've got a bunch of plants already planted in this tank where the angelfish are gonna go with the neon tetras. And the plants look great. We do have a light on it now, so you can actually see what we're doing. So enjoy this footage. Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be a pain in the butt. So we'll find out. Now I've never done this camera angle before, so hopefully it works. So I'm just gonna get all of these out. You're just gonna be looking at the camera right now. I just knocked some Java moss off. So we have like a bunch of small rocks here, with some tiny little driftwood pieces. Now I think I'm gonna put this guy in between these plants like that. I'm gonna lay one of this out on the ground so I can see it. Okay, so time for some bigger ones. Now I think I want the bigger ones in the back for sure. Now I got some weight behind them. That's fantastic. Now I'm gonna go slow with these because they've obviously got Java moss on them. We also have some more slate to add in as well, on top of that. This is gonna come together so nice. And we've got another kind of tall one right here, which I put in the center, right near these guys. Now, there's obviously going to be Java moss floating around in everything, but I think that's quite okay. Now we definitely need one right here because there's like nothing going on here. The plants. That looks awesome. Now this one actually broke. I don't know if you guys can see this or not because I'm not looking at the camera. But this one broke, so I'm going to try and set this in a position where it looks like it's supposed to be there. Okay, so now we're going to go get some slate. So I'll be right back. Now this tank definitely needs more sand. I like the way it looks when these stand up. Like that does look kind of cool. I know when people like do aquascaping, or I don't really know if this is even classed as aquascaping, but they get really into it. And I know I am probably gonna be like that. Like if you see me go away from the tank and come back, it's because I'm looking to see what needs to go where. Mad Java Fun really does look good. I can't wait for that to grow out. It definitely needs to get more green. That's for sure. Now, I mean, obviously that's going to come with time with all of the plants that we put in this tank, but I just got to say, this slate is such an awesome color. This is a big piece. So where to put the big one? Oh, that's a deep sand right there. That actually works out tremendously. Okay, so we do have some. I think it's called what is this called? One of the guys on the live stream, I forgot who it was. They told me what this was, and I only want a little bit from this. I don't want too much because this stuff gets really tall. And I definitely know this stuff gets everywhere. Like if one strand breaks off, it gets just everywhere. So go ahead and grab that strand. I only want some. I don't want a lot. I just want just some to fill some areas in. I just can't remember what they called this. If anybody knows what this is, someone on live stream told me what it was, and I completely forgot what they said. But this stuff's gonna, it's already everywhere. I know when I start putting this in, it's just gonna go into my filter. There's gonna be stuff floating and all that other stuff, which is okay. We don't mind that. But the cleanup's gonna be intense. Now, there's a really nice green, long one right here that I want. That's the money one right there. Trying to get all this dead stuff off it. Put that on the controller. Okay, so we got a couple. Let me go get my planters. Okay, so obviously we need more green down here because I don't really have much. Maybe I'll just stick some down there. I'm gonna probably put a rock on this one. I'm gonna just move that over to it. That's gonna have to go over. Why is that star? It's all coming undone. It's all unfolding now. Now, everything floating in the tank's obviously going to get sucked up by the filter at some point. And this is obviously all going to grow in. I'm kind of waiting for this plant right here to sprout some new roots so we can add more. That one actually came up. We need to replant that one. I don't think any of these have any roots. I don't think, but we actually should plant that one. Every time I dry my hands, we've got to like move something, or something came undone. So this is the tank, ladies and gentlemen. I am very happy with how this looks. I had a vision. I wanted to just go ahead and just do these nice upright driftwood pieces that are kind of not exactly super straight, but got some bends and some turns. When this Java moss grows in, oh boy, it's going to look absolutely phenomenal. It's going to grow up and down it. I absolutely love the look of it. Like just from a distance, look at that. I could watch that all day. I'm happy with it. The first time I've ever done any type of scape. Now I don't know if this is classed as scape. I don't know, but it looks great. And remember, this is a 75 gallon, and I am very happy with it. But on other news, this is the lady's tank. I know people on the live stream have seen this, but she went ahead and decided to do a pea puffer planted tank. And these pea puffers are absolutely tiny. You can't really focus in very well. I can try and find some other ones for you. But I think she did a phenomenal job. And she's never done anything like this too, you know. And obviously she went ahead and planted some moss on everything. Hopefully it grows. It's looking a bit brown. Hopefully it doesn't die. And then she has dwarf grass, I think, or some sort of grass. Oh, there's actually a little pea puffer right there. Oh, he went and hid away. And then she has her Anubis. Again, shout out to, I forgot who told me on live stream that the Anubis should be out of the sand, and it actually is. And I have noticed the growth on the tail end of it, on the roots, look great. Like it's really improved just from like the past couple of days. Neon tetras are settling in quite nicely. They're actually starting to explore more of the tank. They used to just kind of hang out in this corner, but now they're actually going in between the logs. They're really making themselves feel at home, which is great. I will be getting the rest of the angelfish. Well, not the rest of them, but I'm going to be getting the angelfish here pretty shortly. I at least want to get this tank planted and started before I even think about buying any other fish for this tank. We're going to try and knock one tank off at a time and probably make a couple of videos about that one tank in the process, so I don't miss anything and you guys don't miss out on the progress and all that kind of stuff. To cut to the chase, I'm very proud of this tank. Like I said before, this is my first time doing anything like this along these lines. I'm kind of upset because the Java moss, I think the glue that I used actually kind of killed it a little bit. So I know that when I was on live stream with Mexicali Fishkeeper, someone said they have a bunch of this Christmas tree moss, which I'll probably go ahead and grab off them. But I want to get another one of these plants and put that in a corner. I need to fill this corner in with something because it looks kind of bare. Obviously I have rocks over here, and then over there it kind of looks, you know, a little bit empty. But just look at the neon tetras, just absolutely just stunning. Very excited about this tank. The planted 75 gallon tank with the neon tetras is obviously due for their next line of fish. Now, when I mean due for the next line of fish, it's due for the new fish that I've been wanting to put in it. There is a bag in there right now floating around, acclimating to the correct temperature of the tank so they don't get shocked when they get into the new waters, right? For me, it's actually kind of a little bit nerve-wracking when I add new fish to any tank, because are they going to survive the night? Are they going to survive the next couple of days? Are they going to survive a week, 2 weeks, whatever? So I'm kind of nervous. Obviously, the tank is completely fine because the neon tetras are doing lovely. They're swimming around, they're active, they're eating, they're exploring the tank because it's new to them. Like, they're obviously all going to be okay. But the fish that I just bought in this bag up here, I've owned these once in my life, especially when I was a kid. So I've never actually gotten any type of fish like this since then. And I thought that these fish would be an awesome collection to this style of tank. Y'all ready to see it? I don't know if you can see, but you guessed it. We finally got our angelfish in, and they look fantastic. I mean, fantastic. So I got one koi The rest are kind of just like really unique looking. They were the most unique looking ones in the fish store, so I had to get them. There is one fish in particular that I had to grab. I'm trying to get him close to the camera. He has really long fins. He's actually over here. So now he's moving around, so I can't see him. But he has these yellow fins, like they're super, super long. You can probably see him like right there. Yeah, so he's like actually right here, up here. He has these awesome yellow fins, and they just looked great. So we're gonna get these in. They have been in the tank for a while. If you guys are wondering how I put fish in the tank, I can actually show you if you want me to. For me, it's the easiest way to do it. I don't like the pet store like water in my tank. Anyone and everybody, actually not anyone, but everybody should never just pour fish water from that local pet store or wherever you buy them from into your tank. Don't do it. So I'm gonna get the net and I'm gonna put the bucket on the net just like this. Well, the net on the bucket just like that. And I'm gonna open the bag up and I'm gonna pull the whole bag into this net. All the water goes to the bottom of the bucket, fish stay in the net. You can't really argue with, you know, how simple that actually is to do. Some people say that you have to like let some of your water in there. I honestly don't like doing that because you never know, you know, if you get some of their water in your tank. Like I just don't recommend it at all. Don't recommend it, don't do it. Yeah, they're in there and in they go. Make sure we don't forget one and no one didn't get stuck to the bag. We're good. They are in and they look fabulous. Like that's the one right there that I was talking about with the really weird, like the different shape, the different the fins. They're really yellow. They look great. These guys right here, I think these are all male. I think the koi's a male. I don't know if that one up front, this one right here, I don't know if that one is a female or male. I want to say these are all male, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a male. I think they're all males. But yeah, they're probably gonna hang out in that one spot for a while, to be honest. They're actually in the, you know, the current. You can see how they're kind of just hanging out in one area. I don't know why my camera won't focus. There we go. Yeah, I thought that was ick, but it's not. It's actually just the bubbles on their fins, so I'm not too worried about it. But if you guys can sex these for me and tell me if I am right or wrong, but they do all look like males to me because of the head. It would make sense if they are all males because they're all in the same tank, but who knows? Oh, I can't wait until they just get big and they start just going around the tank, you know. I'm going to get 5 more, so there's going to be 10 angelfish in here, 15 tetras, then it will be done.